Tonight on Debbie Dunning's Dude Ranch Roundup, we're in Steamboat Springs at the luxurious Vista Verde Ranch. And we get 4-diamond treatment with wine tasting, tapas, culinary lessons, and dancing. So let's do this. Welcome to Debbie Dunning's Dude Ranch Roundup. This week, we're doing it in style at the Vista Verde Ranch, just outside Steamboat Springs. This ranch is a AAA, 4-diamond rated Western resort, and it offers incredible views of the sky, the mountains, and the Colorado wilderness. Cabins of all shapes and sizes are scattered everywhere across this sprawling compound, each with a different view, layout, and style. Most with a private hot tub right on the porch, a feature I particularly am fond of. Most of the guests come here to relax, unwind, and get a little pampered. You really want to get the most out of the amenities they offer. And that includes top-of-the-line food, wine, and entertainment. So this week, I'm going to do my best to slow down, take it all in, and just relax. I mean, when in Steamboat Springs. Something really special I noticed right away are the number of deer around the cabins. Literally around every corner. You can spot little families grazing in the tall grass, hiding along the trees. I guess you could say that the Vista Verde Ranch appeals to a wide variety of customers. Stephanie Wilson, hospitality director, has been at the ranch since 1997. And it's her job to make sure you relax and have fun while you're here. Devin Cordes runs the front office, and these two ladies greet me at the lodge and welcome us for the week. Okay, I am with Devin and Stephanie, and I had a little bit of flight delay. Usually I come in a little earlier, but you know, happy hour is good for me. So cheers, girls.
Cheers.
It's
Welcome
so
to the ranch.
Nice. Thank you. So nice to meet you. We're in Colorado at Vista Verde, and I just want to know what we have planned for this week. What have we got, Devin?
Well, horseback riding, of course. You're at a dude ranch, of course. What's really cool about Vista Verde is we have a lot of other activities as well. So we'll get to do some yoga, some wild yoga out in the aspen trees.
Okay.
Yes. And hiking.
Okay.
Biking, mountain biking.
Oh gosh, cooking class, all the culinary stuff. So cooking class and wine tasting.
Okay.
Something really neat that we get to do here. Our chefs kind of hide behind the scenes most of the time because they're so busy cooking, but twice a week we pull them out, and our executive chef Charlie will do a wine tasting later this week, which is a ton of fun. Try different wines, and it's just a neat time to chat with them and learn about wines and ask questions and try some yummy food.
That's so different from a dude ranch, because usually you have to go up to Napa or a winery to learn that. So fantastic. I want to know a little bit of history about this place. It is incredible. How long has this been here?
Well, the ranch itself was homesteaded around 1916, so it was part of the Homestead Act.
Really?
And then in the 30s, a family bought it that was really doing a hay and cattle operation. They started taking in hunters and fishermen and all that. It wasn't until the 70s it really became a full-fledged dude ranch when another family came in. And then we've kind of had a series of owners who have come in and really just poured a ton of energy and invested in the ranch to build it up to be a luxury ranch. And the goal is to maintain the luxury atmosphere but still be really down to earth. And we talk about it a lot because, you know, we're not like the super high, ritzy kind of place, but we're like luxury with a personality, authentic relationships and all that.
Ben Martin is the general manager, and he's been working at dude ranches for over 15 years. He's also quite the wrangler, and after I got a good night's sleep, he's offered to take me for a little morning ride to check out the ranch. I'm very excited.
We'll go up to the top here, up to this little hill,
Okay.
Because it gives us a nice vantage point for the layout of the ranch, and that way I can show you sort of where we're at in relation to the greater Route National Forest.
Okay, and what are the names of these mountains that are surrounding us?
Well, you know, we'll get up, I don't know, we'll be able to see Farwell back up here. But Farwell is the most dominant one in this immediate area.
It's called Farwell?
Farwell.
Okay.
John Farwell was the head of the mining company back in the early 1900s, and so they named, you know, you do something like that, you get a mountain named after you.
Okay.
We're in the third week of summer. It's gonna warm up here and all that's gonna melt and come down that draw. And if you think the rivers are swelled now, wait till that starts coming down the pike. And it kind of peels around, and you have the Zirkle Wilderness area back here, and it's all the same thing. Tons of snow up there. So it's gonna be an interesting June, to say the least.
I love coming up here and seeing the snow.
It's pretty,
so green right now. It's just beautiful. What a beautiful time.
Isn't it crazy? You got all the grass down here, and then you got snow up there, and it's, I hate to keep using the word special, but it is kind of special.
Yeah. You picked a nice office there, Ben.
Or it picked me, I'm not sure.
When we come back, we're gonna do a little bike riding, learn a few things about culinary arts, and sample some delicious local and regional wines. So don't move. We'll be right back on Debbie Dunning's Dude Ranch Roundup. Covering a lot of terrain in the Rocky Mountains at this altitude can be difficult, even horseback riding. So, doing it on bike is especially difficult. Let me catch my breath. The guests absolutely love it. But even if you're the only one up for it, there's always a guide who will take you out for the adventure. And today, this guy is really the only one up for it. So hey, I told you, I'm here to relax.
Chris and I are out here on a ride today, and Chris is looking for a little bit of instruction on some single track riding and then a nice solid workout. He wants to get his blood pumping, so I think we'll hit some single track out here in this valley, and then probably start heading up Forest Service Road, get a good workout in, maybe look at the river, get a good view of Bach Canyon and all of its glory right now.
Meanwhile, down at the barn, they're working hard to keep all the horses on the ranch happy and healthy. This takes a lot of upkeep and maintenance, like putting fresh shoes on each one of them on a routine basis. Each horse also needs to be well trained and ready to take on different riders each week, many who have never ridden a horse before. So routine practice and drills in the arena are helpful for establishing a trusting relationship between horse and rider. This is Shaq. We're here at Vista Verde, and I'm with Devin and Sam. And when you call, Devin will be answering the phone to make your reservation, but when you're looking for your head wrangler, it'll be Sam. So today, Sam's going to show us a little bit of the groundwork, they call it, that goes into what you might learn here. Well, we got Sam.
Well, Shaq's pretty well behaved, but it's always good to tune him up. Okay. And so I'm going to start moving him around on the ground and just kind of think out loud.
Okay.
Explain what I'm asking him to do.
All right.
So we lead our horses out. Lots of empty space, plenty to work with.
You want us to just stay right here, right?
That's perfect.
Just
right there.
Just kind of watch, all right.
I don't want Shaq to run into you. I'm going to come a little bit farther out this way. I'm going to ask him to walk in a circle around me. Sometimes I don't want to walk in the circle. I just want him to go out and make a circle, and I want to stay put. Okay. So I take my lead rope, I point the direction he wants to go, I start applying some pressure, and when you put it all together, maybe some kiss sounds, and I ask him to start moving.
Oh, he's good at this.
And you can see, yeah, he's real pretty. He's got a nice trot, he's bouncing a little bit, he looks fancy. I'm gonna ask him to turn the other direction, like that, and he listens, he's ready to work.
He doesn't want to get whipped.
That right there, horses like to play a game called hide the butt. And when you're training a horse, you'll always ask him to hide the butt. So you have him drive around in a circle,
and
move
then
away
face
from you, and then when you start looking at their butt, whoa, hide the butt. I know it's a little scary, right?
That's a little scary.
That's a hide the butt right there. And all I'm doing is I'm trying to get him to move his front feet or his hind feet or his whole body. I'm just trying to pick different spots on his body and flex him, move him around.
Maybe next time he hides the butt, you can do it over there.
I hide the butt this direction. I want to see if I can get him to do a nice athletic turn. He's going to load up, he's going to go one way, and then he's going to stop, and he's going to put his weight on his hind end like a spring. He's going to get coiled up, and then he's going to come out into the circle the other direction.
Wow.
And put it out this way.
I hope you heard that, Zach. I mean, I hope you heard that, Shaq.
I'm gonna ask him to move around. There we go.
Oh,
see how he picks his front feet up out of the dirt?
Very nice.
Hide your butt. Hide your butt. Thank you. It's a great butt, but you need to hide it right
Shaq,
now.
so we can't see it.
He's a good horse.
Like it's pretty big.
Yeah. So that's all the stuff we do when we're riding.
Okay.
It's just when you're here and you're on the ground, you get to see the whole horse.
Yes.
When you're up there in the saddle, it's hard to tell what's going on, which feet are moving, but here you get to watch him. He's graceful, and he aims to please.
The youth program here on the ranch is especially focused on pairing young wranglers and staff with the younger guests at the ranch. Giving every age group something to do is important to ensure everyone, not just mom and dad, have a good time. The kids have plenty of activities to keep them occupied, including a few unique ranch specialties like chicken games.
I'm thriving right now, really. This is the peak of my life. My gosh.
I would die.
This is what I will be known for in public history.
Sure, it's not the kind of thing kids want to do every day, but trust me, they are having a ton of fun doing this.
Where's my phone? Somebody take photos!
And it's kind of a thing, well, I think they're going to remember for a long time.
I'm making him my best friend now. I won't be able to tell him later, but it's okay.
Dinner is no joke around here, and when you have a top-of-the-line guest resort like Vista Verde, you can't skimp on meals. The chef puts a special touch on everything he creates and offers plenty of options for every palate. So what do you think I should order tonight? Because I was looking at the menu and I couldn't figure it out, so I thought I would come in here and ask you.
That's a real tough one, actually. There's some really good food on tonight, for sure. Chef's dish is amazing. I really like it. Chipping was really good though too. It's a classic. I can't go wrong.
Okay, I know this is kind of against what you guys usually do, but can you make me a sampler plate?
Of course we can.
Really? And that's what I want for dinner, but just a little bit of everything.
Of course. Yeah, we did that last week actually.
Did you?
Totally fine.
Well, when we come back, we're going to hit up the Tapas Bar and get all dolled up for some square dancing right here on Debbie Dunning's Dude Ranch Roundup. This misty morning is spectacular here at Vista Verde Ranch. Each day begins with a beautiful view of surrounding hillsides covered in just a silky white. I'm just listening to the deer forage for breakfast right under my feet. Today the guests are headed out for a breakfast ride, where they'll go out on horseback to a beautiful spot just a few miles away to enjoy coffee, eggs, and an incredible view of morning in the valley. Later in the lodge, Chef Tanner Price treats us to a little taste of Spain.
This is what I like to call Welcome to Spain in the Rocky Mountains. We're going to be doing a little traditional kind of Spanish cuisine here, and that we'll be doing tapas and pinchos. We're gonna start off with making some sangria, because you know, gotta start the day with sangria.
Love it. That's my favorite.
Yeah, so I like to do a little twist. I like to make a red and a white sangria. Traditionally, it is a red wine, iced drink with fruit juices, soda. They like to do simple syrups, so I've actually made a fresh simple syrup here, and I'm gonna go ahead and put that in it. So we're gonna go ahead now, and I'm gonna add this to my 2 sangrias over here. I also have a little bit of lemonade. I like to, you know, throw in a little lemonade. I have some fresh squeezed lime juice from this morning I'm gonna add. And then I like to put a little peach schnapps in there. You can do triple sec, you can do Grand Marnier, orange liqueur, and I'm gonna get you all a glass of sangria if you like. I know it's a little early, but they say if you don't start drinking in the morning, you can't drink all day. And if we were in Spain, we would have started already probably, so. All right.
Okay, well, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is amazing, Tanner.
Let me know how it
Cheers,
tastes.
you guys. Thanks for letting me share my vacation with you and being on my show. This is fantastic. Thanks, Tanner.
So now, to keep in with tradition, we need to get our tapas going.
Let's do this.
To go with your wine. But I've already made a couple here, and I'll make a couple more for you all. Tapas can be cold, they can be warm, it can be a tapenade, it can be a hummus, it can be a variety of different things. So again, there's no single recipe. Yeah, so I'm gonna let everyone give one of these a try here. This is a goat cheese sweet chili sauce that I made here, and a slice of avocado. And that's one of my favorite ones, so I'll make a couple more of those because everyone's got to try that one. And if you're not okay with any ingredients, just let me know. And again, that's what's awesome about it. You can do different things here.
Try this.
Thank you.
Absolutely. It's one of the things I like to incorporate.
When it's raining outside, it's really no big deal. There are so many things to keep us occupied right here in the lodge. And it offers everyone an opportunity to hang out and get to know each other. Lifelong friendships have been made at dude ranches. Some people like to play board games and enjoy a little family time. Some people like to visit and share trail stories. Devin sure keeps things lively by showcasing her musical talent with an acoustic performance. And boy, she's got the pipes to keep everyone's attention for the duration of the show. When we come back, it's time to square dance. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Debbie Dunning's Dude Ranch Roundup. Well, the rain hasn't let up here at Vista Verde Ranch, and we couldn't be happier. We've made a few friends hanging out in the lodge, and before you know it, it's time for the wine tasting. And you know, I never turn down a little wine tasting.
Not too bad.
We join a few of the other guests as our chef breaks out his finest offerings and gives us a few lessons in discerning the flavors and tones of these robust whites and reds. Are these all for me?
They are.
Wow, this is great. Perks.
So this is a French sparkling wine from the Rhone Valley. It's called Effervescence.
Charlie, how did you get into wine tastings?
I took the job as executive chef here.
Oh, yeah?
And as executive chef, I'm in charge of the wine program and doing the wine tastings. But I've always had an interest in wine, as being a chef. Food and wine go hand in hand. What's interesting about this wine is it's actually made like champagne. The only reason it's not champagne is because of the grapes that are used. And it's not made in Champagne, France. It's made in the Rhone Valley. And the grape is Gamay, which is a red grape, actually. Just like champagne can be made of 100% Pinot Noir, also a red grape, Gamay makes a nice white sparkling wine, apparently. And the only thing that makes red wine red, actually, is the skin contact. And so, just by pressing the juice out of the fruit and not having contact with the skin, produces a white wine, basically.
It's so nice because you go on a vacation and you feel like sometimes you're trying to make sure the kids are happy and what have you, and then you get to a place like this and they go, "We got you. Come on, kids." And you're kind of like, "Well, wait." And then they go off and they're so happy, and then you get to see them back at dinner or whatever, and they have sleepovers and this and that, and it gives you guys time to reconnect as a couple, right? And it's fine. It's so nice to be able to finish a sentence without mom. Yes, what? I don't know about everyone else, but I spent the rest of the afternoon enjoying a nice hot bath and a little power nap. I needed it because our last activity is the big square dance up in the barn. It doesn't matter if you can dance or whether you've ever heard the familiar sound of a square dance collar. There will be a helpful young lady or man to assist you in teaching you all the right moves.
Back right, together, back right, together. Now we're going to change it up. So now we're going to do is we're going to step forward on the left and stomp our right foot together. Step forward on the left, stomp our right foot together. Now we're going to do our touches to incorporate our turn. So we're going to take our right foot, reach forward, touch the front, to the side, behind, beside. Now we're going to bring it in front and touch with our left hand. And then as we bring it, we're going to touch our right as we do a quarter turn to face our new wall.
It might take a few rounds to really get it down pat, but don't worry. You don't have to be great. This is not a competition. It's just a good chance to cut loose, have fun, and work off some of that delicious food and wine you've spent all week enjoying. Vista Verde Ranch was a wonderful retreat, and for a top-of-the-line Western resort, remarkably down to earth. Equal parts lavish, lifestyle, and Western hospitality. Let's call it a rugged luxury. I like it. Well, that does it for us this week. I hope you had just as much fun as I did. Happy trails, and make sure you come back next time for another adventure on Debbie Dunning's Dude Ranch Roundup. When you're ready to book your Dude Ranch vacation, visit our website for more information. And don't forget to tell them you saw it right here on Debbie Dunning's Dude Ranch Roundup.
Get up.